Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? How's your day going on? I hope it's well. I hope you're feeling really good.
Yeah.
We're feeling good today, but yesterday was a little bit of a heartbreak for us. Game one.
But you know what? My
Bucks,
heart's
man.
not too broken. It's almost like
It's cracked.
yeah. It's slightly cracked.
It's slightly
alright?
cracked. We're the Bryan Bros. We about to give you the spill down, if that's even a slang type of word. I don't know what type of word it is. I just kind of made that up. But we're going to give you the 411 on what's going on. So
let's let the people know who we are, man. Just in case you're a new subscriber, and if you haven't yet subscribed, I go by the name of Adrian Bryan. Yes, I gave my whole name.
My name is Jamal, but for all you people that want to act kind of like some people I know that call me Jamal, you can do that. But just this one episode.
Why they call you
me
Jamal?
It sounds weird. I don't know. Because they kind of, when they read it out, it's like, Jamal?
Jamal.
It's Jamal. But you know what? There's one half of the Bryan Bros. There's the other half. That's both of us.
We're the Bryan Brothers, man. So let's get into it, guys.
Man, we were getting hyped. We were definitely getting it in. We went out to watch the game.
Yeah. Hey, man, we went to Jackass.
Shout out to
Jackass, man. Listen to me. If you own a Jackass in the Pickering area, specifically beside the Pickering town center. Am I giving too much details right now?
Yeah, a little bit still, but it's okay. It's okay.
Don't worry about that. It's alright.
What we're trying to say is, shout your boys out, man.
Yeah, man.
We're out here, man.
Alright, okay, listen. Let's just do it like this. If you own a Jackass, you know, you want someone to be the face of your Jackasses? Yo.
Don't look too far.
Yo.
Don't.
And we shout out Jackasses, man. We went there last night. We watched game one of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Raptors and the Bucks. And let's get into it. The Raptors had a little bit of breakdowns, but early on, they were rolling. They basically had this game from the first quarter to the starting of the fourth.
Right away in the first, man.
So let's get into it.
We were on fire.
Yeah.
Like scoring on all cylinders. The Pistons were running. The engine was going.
Yeah.
We were raining threes.
Yes.
Like crazy threes. But hold on. Just before we get to that, Giannis was trying to make his little run at the beginning. He
literally scored the first 6 points of this game. And it almost looked like fans are about to have a heart attack. It's like, oh my god, okay, Raptors are not pressing up on defense. The Bucks are just going off right now. But guess what? Kyle Lowry just came back, splash, hit a three-pointer. Possession or two after that, he hit another one. And for me, you know, my heart started to mend back up a little bit. Because I'm like, all right, Kyle Lowry shooting threes, made 2 in a row. He's being aggressive. Let's go.
He definitely looked good. Like you were saying, Giannis was trying to get his little way in. We collectively as a whole were doing good on the defensive end. He wasn't getting his looks right away at the beginning of it. But the threes were raining, man. Like you said, Kyle Lowry looked really good, looked excellent this game, not fearful of anything.
No hesitation, none.
No hesitation from any of the guys. Siakam was looking good right off the jump. Danny even clicked 2 with a couple of threes. That was looking pretty good. The only thing I would say right away was I think we got into... I don't think there was any foul trouble. I'm thinking in my head that there was.
There wasn't any foul trouble early on. This game was just rolling, man, just back and forth. And as we said about Kyle Lowry and the three-pointers, it was contagious because Mark hit one right after. Shortly after that, Danny Green hit one. So you seen the Raptors coming out. I guess they had a long talk like, listen, guys, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals now. There's no room for that. The margin of error has to be really small. So the Raptors kept pressing, and they were getting really good looks in the first quarter. Everything just seemed to be dropping, and the Bucks were playing from behind after we kind of stopped Giannis' run from the beginning, which is awesome to see.
Definitely. Saying about that, we had it running from the beginning. Raps was up first quarter 30-18. Sorry, not 13-18. 30-18.
Yes, sir.
We had that lead, and we were running with it. We were in control. We were playing with our pace. We had a lot, from what I see, Milwaukee was not closing on our shooters at all.
No, they weren't.
So we just started to let it fly. That was actually excellent right away. Like I said, Giannis was getting shut down. Serge Ibaka even came in. He gave us a little bit of energy too. I seen him hit his shots around the mid-range like he was doing, which is very excellent. He was also getting his hustle with the rebounds. Larry even looked like he grabbed a giant offensive rebound for a guy's getting hustle. That was a different Lowry, man.
Let's touch on Pascal a little bit, because Pascal was working in and out of the lane, getting in transition and finishing very nicely.
Euro step
I was about to touch on that, my brother. He just had a nice Euro step off the baseline. He had Ilio Silva on one side, and you had Brook Lopez on the other. He stepped first, the beginning of the Euro step, right in the middle of them, and the next step got around them. Beautiful move. He finished that, and the good times kept on rolling for the Raptors. Really good to see.
Even with Kawhi at the beginning, he had a nice little floater too. He had an offensive rebound to a putback. He looked pretty good on his side.
Yeah.
I sensed though a little bit of fatigue maybe from him. Not right away.
Yeah. I mean,
but throughout the game,
yeah, it did look like that too. Also, I think he was really trying to be decisive with his shots, because you guys, you've seen in the last series, at some points Kawhi held the ball a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see that going into this game. He was really decisive with just taking time, really trying to look for a shot where he should pull up, left or right side if he's going to drive here, or fade away from the baseline, whatever it is that he was trying to accomplish. So he was taking his time. But what we did see, what me and my brother and we touched on, is that Kawhi needs to start kicking the ball out to the shooters.
Yeah, he seemed like he was kind of just putting up shots just to say, yo, let me just throw it up. I got this. But you know what? We know how good of a player you are. Milwaukee knows how good.
Yeah.
So when you see that double,
it would be nice to see that. And I mean, of course, because of the last series, right? He had to put the team on his back for multiple games.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still feels that sense of urgency, like he still needs to, make these shots and really just go after it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a fresh series, a new one that you've never seen before. You're in the Eastern Conference Finals. You advance to the next round. And it's like, all right now, everyone has I want to say, a brand new, a fresh mindset that they're ready to ball. And I just feel like he's got to get the whole team involved, because if he's in transition, he's running to the rim, they're gonna have to double or get some type of help.
Yeah,
kick it out.
Gonna need it.
Get your shooters involved. Make some plays. So I'm hoping to see that from him in the next game.
Definitely moving forward with that too into the second quarter.
Wait, we got to touch on the Siakam dunk.
It
wasn't a slam of the night. Okay, well, man, we were out at Jack Astor's. People were like, "Woo!" So I'm like,
people were feeling it.
I was like, "Yo, I'm hyped right now." It looked like he dunked on him, but
on Brook, was it?
Yeah, it was on Brook. It looked like he dunked on him, but he got the dunk off before Brook tried to contest it. It was kind of like Siakam dunked the ball, and then Brook's hand just went. Whoosh.
For me, getting crowned is when two guys are trying to go for it. One man's trying to throw it on your head, and the other man's trying to pin that. When both men's meet and collide,
that's a bang on.
Pascal, okay, baseline.
Yeah,
Robin's over here.
I didn't call it the slam of the night, but I feel like we should touch on it.
The energy was there, so I'll give that, man.
Hey, man, if you like the dunk, go to the comment section and let us know. Was that a dunk on, or was that just a dunk? We're not going to call it the slam of the night. My brother's not too excited about it.
It wasn't a dunk on. It was a good dunk.
But you know what?
He took it to
at Jack Astor's, that's considered the slam of the night.
The people love that.
So what are you going to do if you're sitting there and he throws it down and you're with a crowd of people? I'm going to
scream for the dunk. I screamed for the Euro step from
you see me when he did the Euro step,
Pascal's Euro baby jump.
I got out my seat. I was like, how the Brooklyn Nets bench, how they're all they're theatrical, right? They're doing all these crazy things. But once Siakam did the Euro step, I'm like,
it looked nice.
We were the only people in there that were screaming and just excited for that.
Put it like this: we were like the ballers that was there that played ball and really admired these type of artistic skills. And the other people were the ones that just like to support the city and watch it, which we love. But when you're a real baller and you see really play, and when you see a clean execution like that,
we were excited.
Give props. So we were like,
it was tough, man, because we didn't have our pen and paper. We would have been going crazy, but we strictly went there to focus on the game.
Definitely.
Watch it and have a good time.
Definitely.
But we still got it in our notes.
So yeah, man, getting into the second quarter though, we had the lead still going on pretty well. But here, I'm going to say this from now, there was an X factor with Milwaukee to my eyes, what I've seen. And that was Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon was playing really good.
He was.
He had a couple of looks that I seen that I was feeling a ways about. We had a lead that was pretty big and cut down to 6 from Milwaukee. And for me, Brogdon was attacking. He was hitting his threes.
He's a really efficient player. I don't think that
really was.
I don't think we really watched Brogdon like that before. I don't know if you guys have been watching him all year. Of course, they are the.
He had his injuries and stuff, and from coming back, he looked pretty good.
The number 1 seed, right, in the whole NBA. But at the same time, it's like you're not really watching him like that. I don't know if you guys have, like I said before, but we weren't really paying attention to him because he was injured. But yeah, I don't know. What we've seen from the Milwaukee Bucks is that they drive and they kick that ball, right? Yeah, we've seen that the entire game. Brogdon's driving in, and if he's not looking to attack, he's curling like underneath the basket and looking to see who's available to shoot.
He was definitely looking for that too. In addition with that too, another guy that was looking for his shot and was trying to get it up was Lopez, man. Brooke was looking for his shots. He was starting to become alive on the offensive side, offensive rebounds. He was getting his putbacks. The boards was happening. Mirotic even had an offensive rebound that was looking good. Bledsoe was not effective to my appeal in the second quarter. He didn't really come alive then, but he was looking for the open guys. And the open pass, the open shots start to come in, but we still were taking over the game. Norman Powell came off the bench.
Big threes.
That guy.
2 of them.
Big threes, like you were saying.
Man.
He was doing it.
He gave some good minutes for defense as well.
He banged his trace. He played his D. That was looking really good. That was amazing. Give shouts out to him for that also. But once again, though, Milwaukee was starting to catch up. They went on a 9-2 run. Lopez, out of that 9-2 run, had 7 himself. He was definitely trying to get it hot. But when that happened... The guy that was looking really good, Lowry came true and said, hold up, nether tray ball, cool down. The threes was cooling down Brooklyn when they were trying, I meant Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, I'm thinking he was in Brooklyn. Milwaukee when they were trying to get hot, sorry about that. But he was definitely looking good with that too.
Man.
Siakam came alive too. He had a nice little spin from the post. Marcus Saul was looking good too. He had his open shots. He was taking them, making the threes. But then once again, Brogdon. Malcolm was giving problems. That guy was annoying, man. That guy was annoying. But with that being said, like I was saying earlier, how Kawhi was seeming a little bit gassed up. He wasn't becoming too effective as much as I seen. On the defensive
end, I noticed that.
On the defense and the offense a little bit. He kind of was leading towards the floater, obviously, because Brooke was getting... His height is a problem.
Of course, because
so it altered a little bit of our attacking in the inside.
If you want to look at some stats here, opposed to the Raptors, on the offensive boards... Milwaukee Bucks, they crushed us 15-8.
Big time.
So that is definitely a problem. He's doing too much work. The Raptors have to box him out, keep him out of the paint. And there was a couple misplays off a couple of Milwaukee Bucks shots. The Raptors just failed to grab the ball. It was literally the ball literally fell right in front of them, and nobody grabbed the ball. Everyone was like looking at each other like, "Oh, are you gonna get it? Wait, aren't you gonna get it, Serge?" And that just can't happen. And it shows from the previous series, when the Raptors do well on the boards, it turns out, more favorable for them, that they're likely to win the game. It just shows like they're aggressive and that they want to win. So they got to get these boards, man. And let's talk about Giannis for a minute. Giannis wasn't really too effective in this game, guys. I mean, opposed from going into the paint and getting fouled, hitting his free throws, he didn't have too much of an effect except for driving and kicking the ball.
That was
he wasn't doing all the scoring though.
That was really the only option he had because, like I was saying, collectively when it came down to it, when he tried to get inside, the double was there, or we would all just collapse on the inside. But that was the problem though.
Exactly.
Too much collapsing
and doubling on him as he's driving.
That's what I was saying. Too much of the collapsing and crashing in made Giannis realize, okay, I'm gonna swing it out and kick it to my guys.
But he wasn't scoring as much as like he normally does, right?
No, he wasn't scoring.
Just much. Getting in the paint and just going to work. Definitely. Because we had the double on him, and then obviously just kicks it right up. Brogdon's ready. Brook Lopez is ready, and now Mirotic is ready.
Had a little bit of problems because throughout the third quarter, I think from what I was hearing and seeing correctly, we had 8 turnovers.
Yeah,
that was a little bit too much.
Too many.
I was also saying too just earlier about Bledsoe was not really effective. Talking second quarter, third quarter, that guy started to become
came alive. Yeah,
annoying. Fast breaking it too much. From the notes I have right here, we seen first off. Mirotic scored on a fast break. That was something I was like, okay, guys, we got to get down to the other side, get it going.
When he's good out there, it's like, come on.
Bledsoe came in again, fast break layup. Bledsoe came in another time with a fast break layup within the third quarter. Had another possession where he had the ball, drove it into the lane and won. I was like, come on, guys, like we can't have this happening, yo.
Yeah,
we did things on our part too that was good. We had a nice little 9-0 run that was going on. Yeah, Larry was playing his part too. He was hitting 3. He had some more trees, some trays going on too. Shout out to Kawhi, because I seen you. Okay, this is one thing that I noticed my brother was really attentive with, because when we were there, Kawhi had one play where up fake, one guy jumped. Next up fake, second, Giannis jumped. Yeah. And before he even scored, you were like, nice patience, Kawhi. And everybody was kind of like, oh, what's going on? I'm not really, then Kawhi scored, everyone's like, It's like, okay, like, if you see the
patience, man, because he's just an intelligent basketball player.
Yeah, that was intelligent. That was
patience, man. And even if he didn't make the basket, he was going to get fouled regardless.
Definitely.
Because both of them jumped.
Definitely.
But, yeah, that's brilliant.
So Kawhi was definitely playing with that brilliance, but then on the flip side again, he tried to be a little bit too aggressive, and he wasn't looking for the open ball. Man.
Yeah, like we said earlier on, we seen that in the first and second quarter, he was getting off his shots, not really facilitating too much. Of course, that's Lowry's job, right?
Yeah.
To make plays and do what he has to do. But Kawhi's an all-star, right? So as he's driving and he's working on the offense and trying to make something happen, you got to look for your shooters. There was a bunch of times he missed Danny Green, he missed Marc Gasol, and he missed Kyle Lowry for nearly wide-open three-point attempts. So he's got to be more mindful. Of course, he's an intelligent player, but I think the offensive coach needs to be like, Kawhi, let's review some tape. Look at these open shots that we're passing up. And of course, whatever he puts up is going to be high efficient, right?
Definitely.
But you got to look for the open guys, and that's how we'll get good looks.
Definitely have to look out for your guys. We ended up still looking good, holding down as much as we can the lead. At the buzzer, Siakam came in. Trey.
Yeah.
It looked good.
And it looked good. Raptors fans, I know at the Raptors Square, they were turning up after they seen that.
That seemed like that shot the confidence to what we thought for Brooklyn, because it's like, okay, why do I keep saying Brooklyn? Milwaukee. I keep thinking
I keep like the Brooklyn bench. It's so hype.
Brook Lopez.
Oh,
and I keep thinking his prime in Brooklyn. So I'm thinking like Brooklyn.
I don't know if that's his prime anymore, because
the Bucks.
Because he's balling here.
Jeez,
but yeah, after
Jamal.
Siakam hit that shot, they were up 7 points, man, to go into the fourth. So it's like
we definitely were going with that.
We had the lead.
But then here was the problem. We were going into the fourth. We started to go flat.
Yeah.
We at one point we're containing things. Bucks were 0 for 12 from 3 going into the fourth. We had a problem with that. But you know what the biggest problem when addition was? The hustle, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
13 to 8 by then.
Yeah.
The hustle came flat. Larry was still doing his part.
Guys, Larry was everywhere,
Big 30 from that guy.
Like, he was everywhere. Like, playing... I think one of the most important things that you can do, and this speaks a lot to the Golden State Warriors basketball, because those guys, they move without the ball. And I challenge you, when you're watching the game, look at it from like an analytic point of view. Watch what the Raptors do on offense. If Kyle Lowry's not facilitating on the court and another player has the ball, watch how the rest of the team watches that one person with the ball.
Definitely.
And then watch the Warriors game. If you're seeing this, watch that game tonight. And then watch how the Golden State Warriors play basketball.
Definitely, man.
Without the ball, each one of those players on the court is efficient. Well, they move. They make cuts.
We'll give this. Our style of play might be a bit more different, but you know what? You are right, though. You have to be able to move without the ball.
So that's my assignment for you guys. Watch the game on an analytical level, and when whoever has the ball, say it's Siakam, and he has the ball, say at the top of the key or whatever it is, watch the rest of the Raptors and tell me if they're really moving or cutting towards the basket. Or if it's Kawhi Leonard. Watch to see if everyone's trying to cut and make a play off of the ball. Then watch the Warriors and tell me you don't see a difference.
So seeing the game now from the fourth quarter alone, Larry had 14 in the fourth. He definitely put up as much as he could. He had a 3, step back 2. That guy even had a steal. Went in with the lay.
Yeah. Oh, with Middleton, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was trying to size him up, and Kyle Lowry's like, yo, get out of here with that.
Because honestly, like I was saying, I think that's where Kawhi ran on E. And the gas was definitely kicked in. There was a couple I can honestly say plays where it seemed like was a turning point. For one, Mirotic hitting that 3 in front of Marc Gasol's face.
Yeah, that was a big shot. His form looked terrible. I don't even know how he hit that shot.
That was a big one. The main one I feel that took it out of the game was Brook Lopez. When he caught it from down low.
He caught that ball low, guys.
He caught that low. He got that squared up. Low. Clicked that 3. And honestly, that kind of was like the ball game and turned it over. Giannis was getting his and ones
at
now.
At that point, it was 100 to 104, I believe, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. But after that shot, it just sucked the life out of the Raptors.
It definitely sucked the life out of the Raptors because going into the end of the game, Milwaukee just closed it out with a 10-0 run. We ran out of gas. We ran flat. Yeah. But like you were saying at the beginning of this episode right here, it does show that there's a lot of hope for the Raptors for Game 2.
They didn't get crushed, guys. And I hate to say that they didn't get crushed.
We just ran out of gas. It honestly was like, it was just we ran out of gas. So when we look at Game 2, read some more film, we see the corrections that we can make. Danny had a little slip up at the end too. There was a couple of key things that happened.
In the playoffs, but you can't do that,
If we tighten up on a couple of things, I don't see any problem with us taking Game 2.
I feel like we can get it. And let's talk about Danny Green for a second. I don't want to rag on him, rip him up, whatever you want to call it, diss him. But, like, you have the ball. I think he was trying to pass it to Kawhi or Siakam.
He was trying to do some move, and then he lost the ball where you didn't have to do all the extra.
But the reason being, you're looking for the calls. Stop looking for the calls and play your game. Because Middleton, I believe it was Middleton, he was pressing on him, and Danny Green was holding the ball and trying to, like, just like swipe the ball around to see if Middleton would hack him and see if the ref would call it. But at that point, he wasn't getting the call. He got frustrated. So he put the ball on the floor, tried to do a between the legs cross. Stripped.
Yeah, the between the legs was too
and now you're looking at the ref like, hey, you didn't give me the foul. Stop looking for the foul. So, make your pass and move. Move without the ball, man.
Definitely.
So can't be holding the ball like that, bro. Like, look at the score.
Just to give, like, the general now things of what we need to improve on. So,
and sorry, he's not a superstar. The refs ain't going to give him that call anyways.
Even so,
or all-star, or a known player like that.
I'm going to look at it like this. They're not going to give him that call just because of his stats. Yeah. Because honestly, it's not even because of that. It was just doing the extra moves that you needed to do at that moment.
Holding the ball.
It was when he was trying those extra dribble moves and then lost the ball. To me, that's what I thought that was a little bit too extra. It is what it is. If we tighten up, we'll be good. We gotta let this one go, not hang it over our heads.
I lost it at Jackassers, man. And
trust me, there was a lot of
I'm sorry I'm staying on that topic for a minute because also that was one of the plays that okay, I'm sorry.
No. I'm reading stats. I'm reading stats.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
man. It's annoying to watch as a Raptor fan. You want them to win so badly,
man, because we had the hat in the bag,
the margin of error is so
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, man, because you're playing against Giannis. This guy's no joke. From the 3-point line, all he needs is 2 steps. He's at the rim. You guys are beating them the whole game.
Like we figured them out, and then they had that last minute spark, man. That late spark in the game.
You can't do that.
Speaking about that, to even just give the whole now. Turnovers, points off of turnovers. Milwaukee had 20 points off of our turnovers. We got to tighten up on that there.
We had 15, but still.
They were running the ball like we were talking about in the third when Bledsoe had his run, just in addition talking about points off of fast breaks.
Yeah.
Milwaukee had 25, we had 15. The hustle, whenever we have more hustle and we're really like grinding for it, we come up with W's. They out-hustled us 24-13. Points in the paint. When Brook wasn't getting the outside, he was getting in the inside. Giannis was still trying to get in the inside. Brogdon was getting on the inside.
Bledsoe, man, that the refs missed.
They missed a couple. Even when that Kawhi did on Giannis, they missed that too. But hey,
Brook
you know
Lopez
what?
over Marcus Gasol's back, just tipped the ball in.
The points in the paint, we got smoked. 44-26.
Yeah,
we definitely got smoked on that. The passing was more productive on the end for Milwaukee, especially coming into the end. They closed out that 21-17. For the assists, that's what I was saying. Sorry about that. And the hustle like we talk about. Offensive rebounds. When we lack on that, we end up coming with L's when we learn from Philly. Milwaukee, 15, us 8 on the rebounds. We got smoked 6-0 to 46. We got to get more hustle points. But you know what? When it comes to the stats and our numbers and our guys, we looked pretty good. Do you have any stats that you want to run down for the boys that we played?
As you guys know, Kyle Lowry had an amazing game. You wish he put in all this effort for a W, but it just didn't happen that way. So Kyle Lowry played 40 minutes, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 10 for 15 from the field, which is super efficient. And he was 7 for 9 in 3-point shooting.
The threes was
I don't know if that's a career high or whatever it is, but guys, Kyle Lowry played amazing. I think we got him back. The Kyle Lowry from the regular season, I think he's back. All right? And if the Raptors win the next game and we're at home, I'm wearing my undershirt. If they get the W,
you're gonna have to buy a pack before the week,
to be honest,
ends.
I did a couple of them are gone.
Just get the strong Hanes one, so you
don't worry about that. All right, so Kawhi played 42 minutes. He had 31 points. That was a quiet 31 points.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I don't remember him taking over this game, making bucket after bucket, but he had 31 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 10 for 26 from the field, 1 for 5 in 3-point shooting.
Yeah, man. Next other guys, I'll just give an addition. Pascal had a nice 15 and 6. Danny had 6 and 6. We need a little bit more production from Marc Gasol on that, but it's okay. 6 and 12. Sergi, once we know when the bench gets involved, it's a blow. But Sergi had 4 and 4. Fred, 2 points. Norman still did kind of pick up with the 3 3-pointers. He had 6, but
2 3-pointers.
He did look good with that. On the flip side, though, 2 guys I'll just give the notables for because this is honestly Raptors' favor over here.
But even in the loss, don't get it twisted. We still favor the Raptors.
Straight up,
obviously.
Lopez had 29 and 11. He played a big game. Giannis had 24 and 14. But overall, game 2, I feel if we make our corrections, we got this, man.
W, guys.
So no worries about that.
I honestly, I think a lot of the fans would agree with this. Raptors in 7, because the Bucks are a good enough team to stretch it out. I'm surprised we're still here, man. I'm just happy that we're still here because Kawhi hit that jumper that was like, damn, bro, like you really made that bucket.
It was big.
Joel Embiid in your face, and you still made that bucket. It's crazy, man. And you know what's so funny? That same shot, how the ball bounced in about 3 to 4 times.
Seeing that shot happen with the mid-range.
That shot happened in this game. Not the same way the ball bounced off the rim vertically, then dropped back down, and then bounced around. But
shooter's bounce.
It kind of rattled in a little bit. So that kind of tells me, the first shot he hit to bring us to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Definitely.
Wasn't a fluke, man. That's shooter's bounce.
So, yeah.
You agree with it, too. Hey, if you're a Sixers fan and you're watching this, hey, man, don't hate. Like, the Raptors have been through some tough times in the past, but you know what?
God just
said, hey, man, hey, let that ball bounce. All right, where you at? All right, bounce in. One more time. Bounce that ball in. Don't hate.
So, straight up, Raptors ended up coming with the L. We definitely could have pulled through. What was the score again? If you can just give the drop down for our people to let us know our loved ones was popping with that score over there.
So the score of this game was 108 to 100.
Close game. So
Milwaukee Bucks get game 1.
We're sitting tight.
We'll be back in game 2.
Sitting tight for game 2. Future games coming up. Portland And the Warriors, they're probably going to be Kevin Durant-less again.
I'm disappointed in Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum.
It's only game one.
But
fault them that quick,
man,
bro.
they're just getting over these screens and just knocking down some tough jumpers, man. Well, not even tough, because they have a little bit of daylight to get their shot off, but these guys got to close out. But you know what? You guys can tune into that game tonight.
Definitely going to be a hot one, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Shout out, man. Big up yourself.
Let's just keep this thing going, man. The Raptors will get game 2. I'm pretty sure of it. Hey, man.
Definitely, man.
We got this, all right?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey.
Peace, love,
hanging over your head,
and all the good
stuff. We're the Bryan Bros. Love is love. We'll catch up with y'all, alright?
Yo.
On the flip side.